From the surface of the Atlantic
It's coming over. What the is that?
I don't know.
to the skies over the US.
This is in the sky?
Mysterious sightings have started appearing more than ever before. Some call them random portals, but the real question is, from where to where? Stay tuned, because today's video might just uncover the truth behind these unbelievable moments. Cruising off the coast of Lisbon, Portugal, a boater on September 15, 2025, witnessed a series of flashing light waves by the horizon. It lasted for several minutes from start to finish before fading out and then disappearing, with no unidentified object or craft seen in the area. The list of speculations wasn't long before it began to be called out as a case of the opening of a gateway to travel into another world or part of the world. The source or cause of this opening remains unknown. Mystery UFO phenomenon.
This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
In the Canadian town of Lunenburg, a gigantic oval-shaped craft made a sighting on January 20th, 2025. It was hovering only a few dozen meters above the sea level while releasing or displaying something questionable into the water. At one point, it would look like a gooey liquid oozing out, while on another would look more like a propulsion system partially going on. The craft had a mysterious nature to it, much like any UFO, and it didn't seem to give out any hostile intentions. The wave of glowing pulses was also sensed, making its way through this large craft that left some of the viewers and bystanders speculating that it was here to absorb energy or resources from underground.
What the hell is this?
Unusual sky showering.
What the
Up in the sky of Pascagoula, Mississippi, where a very unusual cloud formed very close towards the ground on January 21st, 2025. From within the thick cloud started a rain that looked more or less like a waterfall. Both the cloud and the waterfall were so dense that it made it impossible to see the other side. This unusual formation was only one of a very small radius. According to the source who was on the scene filming this unusual sky shower, shared that this felt more like it was brought from another location by a portal.
What the is that?
I don't know.
Portal among the sun. This old clip from August 31st, 2002 was taken by a boater in Florida who witnessed several weird events that happened one after the other that he doesn't think to be a coincidence. As the sun was setting on the horizon, he noticed something appearing from within. The boater was convinced that this unknown object appeared by coming out of a portal that was smartly opened by using the cover of the sun to hide. Only seconds later, dozens of orbs or UFOs were spotted on the horizon just behind him. These unidentified flying objects kept on splitting across the sky as they'd set the boater in panic, who left the area out of safety concerns.
Afraid they're being surrounded by friggin' UFOs.
Something underwater.
Close up, yeah. That's how you record it. You know we witnessing something.
During a trip on a fishing charter off the coast of San Diego, California, the passengers on board were startled by what they spotted, only a couple of meters away. They could frequently see the appearance of a light signature by the sea, which appeared and disappeared several times. Now, this was no submarine or remotely operated underwater vehicle, since the watch depth was neither deep enough nor that interesting for either of these to be around. While getting carried away with assumptions, the possibility of this being a submersible UFO to some kind of underwater portal opening was not ruled out as far-fetched theories as they may sound. Glowing gateway. On February 9th, 2025, visitors at a skiing resort in Banff, Alberta, were interrupted by a development that left them confused and puzzled at the same time. The sky was almost cloudy, with only a fraction of visible sunlight, where, despite that, the majority of the light started coming from a perfectly shaped circular opening. From the looks of this opening, and the light coming look convincing enough to be a portal with light coming from the other side of it. While everyone was startled, no one decided to check it out in person or be anywhere too close to it. Aerial cloud pathway. On July 21st, 2023, drivers along a busy road in Santa Fe, New Mexico, witnessed an astonishing event. Traffic came to a halt as a massive, mysterious phenomenon appeared in the sky, captivating everyone who saw it. A huge, swirling formation of cloud emerged, glowing at its core, resembling a possible gateway for interdimensional travel. No one could explain who or what caused it to open, or why it appeared there. Strangely, nothing was seen entering or exiting the mysterious spinning formation before it slowly faded away. Cloud portal occurrence. A homeowner in Mendoza, Argentina, was enjoying the morning sun when they noticed a strange formation in the sky. Unlike any ordinary cloud, it was massive, at a weird vertical angle, and otherworldly, resembling more of a glowing portal than a naturally formed cloud. The very darkish hue of color in the center of it made it seem more or less as if something more was there on the other side of it. From the nature of this rare cloud occurrence to the very much portal-like appearance, what do you think of this sighting? Do share with us down in the comments. Flashes in sky. A late-night walker in a park in New Jersey witnessed a series of strange, flickering sparks appearing repeatedly in the sky on July 6th, 2018. The flashes looked like tiny bursts, almost like sparks flying off while trying to start a fire, as if something was attempting to tear open a portal above. They appeared and vanished at random, almost as if somewhere making repeated attempts to open, but were all failing and/or unstable. It is unknown if this was being done by someone present in person, or passive, or if they were using some kind of sophisticated technology to be able to come up with this. Smoking mountains. A mountaineer crew in Tibet, China, witnessed a very bizarre sight that was playing out on the top of one of the mountains. The snow on the top half of the mountain completely disappeared or melted along with a thick cloud of smoke, as if the top part of the mountain was experiencing a sudden exponential increase in temperature, with the bottom part of the mountain, along with other mountains that were still covered with snow. It almost seemed like a portal from a location, with a very hot temperature was opened next to this mountain that instantly vaporized the entire snow. Since one was not seen, the details about this remain sketchy. Portal highway.
So this is in the sky?
Bystanders in Fairfax, Virginia, were stunned to witness a remarkable event now being called the Highway to the Portal on May 3rd, 2024. High above the ground, a mysterious formation appeared, resembling a long, elevated pathway stretching through the sky, unlike anything humans or known aircraft could reach. Flickering with a strange, pulsating light, the structure gave the impression of a gateway slowly forming, as if a portal to another dimension was opening. Witnesses described it as both mesmerizing and eerie, a fleeting glimpse of a hidden cosmic passage. Within minutes, it vanished entirely, leaving only awe and unanswered questions.
This is just there.
Interrupted portal opening.
Вам видно? Вам видно?
A tourist traveling along the outskirts of a city in Kyrgyzstan stopped and stumbled upon something extraordinary. He claimed it wasn't just a random portal opening, but rather one that had been interrupted mid-formation, leaving only the lower arc visible in the sky. The man also pointed out a nearby communication facility that, in his view, might have played a role in either creating or halting the strange occurrence.
Что это? Я опять возле антенн.
Since the event took place in a remote desert area, very few people witnessed it, and its true origin remains a mystery to this day.
Вот. Да ну.
Mid-air blaze. Many now believe this was the result of a portal opening in the sky, rather than any known natural or man-made cause. Seeing a flame this huge and high above, unlike anything on the ground, isn't something that just happens out of the blue. Video footage from February 15th, 2025 shows beachgoers witnessing a sudden, widespread blaze that stretched across the sky, leaving behind an unusual smoke trail. At first, it appeared as though an aircraft had caught fire and crashed, but no wreckage or debris was ever found. The absence of any space-related entry further supports the portal theory. Illumination from another dimension. In the remote countryside of Mexico, locals were astonished by a mysterious event now being called the illumination from another dimension. Without warning, the clouds above began to shimmer with strange, rhythmic light that seemed to awaken the mountains below, causing them to glow in perfect harmony. What left witnesses speechless was how the lights in the sky and the radiance on the ground pulsed together, both shining with the same unearthly hue. The flawless synchronization felt far from natural, leading many to believe they had witnessed a brief opening between dimensions, revealing energy that was not meant for or was of this world. Cloud tear. Moments like these often go unnoticed, simply because most bystanders fail to pay close attention. In Basel, Switzerland, a local resident paused during his busy afternoon after spotting something extraordinary and began filming. At first, he assumed the sky was simply overcast, with a small break in the clouds creating a dramatic lighting effect. But then he realized that one side of the clouds was open without any visible sunlight coming through. Light was only emerging from a single spot. This strange observation led him to believe he was witnessing the early formation of an interdimensional opening. Glowing sky ring. While on a hike, a strange and radiant ring suddenly appeared high in the sky, glowing with an intensity that defied explanation. Filmed from the top of a remote mountain, the site revealed several luminous orbs circling the formation, releasing trails of white vapor as if stabilizing an active gateway. The glowing ring seemed alive, expanding and contracting like an energy field holding itself open. Witnesses described the moment as otherworldly, believing they had captured the opening of an interdimensional portal. Whatever forces were at play, the phenomenon appeared purposeful, as though a passage between worlds had been briefly unlocked. CERN gateway opening. In 2023, an astonishing video emerged from CERN in Switzerland, showing what appeared to be a truly otherworldly event. A vivid blue radiance formed within the clouds, drawing them inward as though attracted by an invisible energy. The light gradually intensified, transforming from a gentle glow to a striking neon hue that illuminated the sky. Close to the swirling brilliance, a small unidentified object appeared briefly before vanishing without a trace. The strange mix of a glowing vortex, shifting luminosity, and the fleeting UFO presence left witnesses both fascinated and deeply uncertain about the nature of what they had seen.
That's CERN, baby. Look at that floor.
Aerial black hole. A busy afternoon in Florida turned into a bizarre spectacle with a sudden formation in the sky that looked like a getaway, except that one looked dark and empty on the inside, just as if it were a black hole. Bystanders were convinced that this was an early stage of a potential disaster of a consuming black hole, seeing how the wind suddenly started following its direction. Now, as bad as the black holes may sound, there was nothing here which was much of a concern, especially when it got brushed off naturally. Mysterious blue beam. On March 19th, 2025, a man near the Miami harbor was suddenly caught off guard when a mysterious, powerful blue beam appeared out of nowhere. Based on the footage, it lasted for only a couple of seconds, originating from within the cloudy sky. Although its source and nature remain unknown, there have been speculations that it might be a laser or energy weapon test, or perhaps a UFO beaming something up. The same phenomenon was also captured by another witness aboard a plane, filming it from a higher angle, which makes this even more mysterious. Unexplainable sighting.
What the that is, man?
It's a UFO for real.
Hey, stop.
As much of a phenomenon as this might seem, rest assured that it is not the case here. A dramatic sighting occurred on August 5th, 2025 in New Orleans, where a bizarre object was seen ascending into the sky after emerging from underwater. It had a peculiar lighted signature where some of the night even appeared below the smoke. At a point, this light turned into a visible thrusting propulsion system, lifting this massive object, or UFO, which is believed to have appeared through something like a portal in or around underwater.
What the is that, man?
That is crazy.
Well, that's a medium. What?
Bubbling water mystery. A visitor at the Prince Cove Marina in Barnstable, Massachusetts, was startled when he discovered this bubbling hot water that startled him as if it was supposed to be cold. These were two visible underwater whirlpools that occurred randomly, which were releasing hot, fuming vapor. But at the same time, they're like suction of everything from cooler water, marine life, to any sort of debris present on the surface of the water, working almost like they were a portal underwater, which is a source of these whirlpools. Mysterious lighting ball. This incident started occurring on May 7th, 2025, at a ski resort in Vail, Colorado. One of the visitors, after first taking notice of a mysterious ball that appeared out of thin air on a thick sheet of ice, instantly melted it along with the smoke. It was constantly leaving out burning flashes of flame, which made it a case for concern for everyone as to what this was or how far things could escalate here, considering how this was a skiing resort and a family spot. This burning hot ball appeared out of nowhere, almost as if it fell or came from another reality, being the only sane explanation here. Passing 3I Atlas.
Oh my, it's still up there.
Dude, what is that? It's not moving.
I'm trying to get it to focus.
Up in the skies of Fargo, North Dakota, drivers and pedestrians noticed a very large sighting that was made on the 24th of October, 2025. 3I Atlas, an interstellar comet discovered in 2019, passed through our solar system after originating from beyond it. In the US, sky watchers briefly cited it as a faint, glowing object moving unusually fast across the sky. While it was passing very close to the Earth, it almost seemed as if it was going to crash onto the Earth. Scientists and astronomers believe the appearance of this in the solar system was not random, rather that it had something to do with interdimensional travel.
Oh my god, look at that. It's just sitting up there. I can't even, it's so big.
Other side of portal. This clip was captured by a native from Bangkok, Thailand on September 23rd, 2025, showing something that has probably never been seen before. What was seen was a reflection of sunlight coming from a large building, which was only visible from the top. The building that wasn't actually there looked like it was. According to the native, this building was in another corner of the city, but somehow appeared here, and further clarified that he could be seeing the other side through an open portal, which had never been a recorded case before. Opened from the ground. While crossing a bridge in a quiet residential area of Berlin on July 16th, 2025, a bystander witnessed something extraordinary and began recording. In the sky above, a pulsating light repeatedly appeared and vanished, its brightness fluctuating as if struggling to stabilize. The phenomenon didn't resemble any aircraft or atmospheric event. It looked like an energy field forming from the ground upward, creating a kind of opening in the sky. It was not long until this opening was observed and piqued every viewer and conspiracy theorist's attention, fulfilling different claims about this being a man-made portal experiment, an artificial gateway being activated from a hidden location below, briefly connecting to something far beyond our visible world, before being ended. Swarm of unidentified objects. This is another cause of bizarre sightings that were made in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that have remained unanswered. On 24th June 2021, a video footage taken and uploaded by an unknown source on social media showed a moment when he spotted a very large swarm of glowing objects that appeared. According to the recorder, these appeared out of the blue, almost as if they either spawned into existence or were the result of coming out of a portal. Arctic sighting. In April 2003, during a support mission at Camp Summit, Greenland, the New York Air National Guard's 109th Airlift Wing carried out a rare jet-assisted takeoff using their ski-equipped LC-130 aircraft to help with vital polar supply operations. While this mission was underway, a nearby helicopter crew flying a UH-1 Huey reportedly captured something unusual on film, an unexplained object or phenomenon appearing during their flight. Though details remain unclear, the footage has since sparked curiosity and speculation about what the crew may have witnessed in the remote Arctic skies. Distant opening. A student from a hostel in an undisclosed city in Spain made an alarming discovery that caught his attention. It all happened a little after midnight on the 21st of October 2025, when he was woken up and noticed an unusual glow in the sky, and then noticed a very brightly visible lighted opening in the sky. At first, he thought of it to be a powerful beam of light with clouds separating, until he started noticing a kind of weird movement from within this lighted pathway. This convinced him that this indeed was something like a portal that opened in the sky. Portal lighted sky. On December 28, 2018, residents from all around New York City had a bizarre incident that was visible all around the city. The night sky was lit up with a bright blue light, turning the sky of the entire city to a bright blue, while the authorities remained silent. Many residents believe that the cause of this was due to the attempted opening of a portal, which started to create a serious malfunction of a transformer. Who was behind this, or how did this happen, is something that the ones responsible refuse to comment on. Dropping smoke trails. At the time of sunset in downtown Shanghai, China pedestrians witnessed the sight of not one, but several black smoke-like trails that emerged from the sky, having a cloudy black source. This isn't believed to have been caused naturally, all of a sudden, or something randomly, but something that was brought from another time or space using a gateway. Crop field development. On August 11, 2025, CCTV footage from a remote farm near Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in Canada captured something truly bizarre and unexplained circular formation appearing out of nowhere in the middle of vast crop fields. What makes the event even more unsettling is that it happened without any sign of human presence or machinery. In the footage, the quiet farmland suddenly ripples with light before a perfect circle forms, almost as if a portal from another dimension briefly opened and vanished. Strangely, even the AI-equipped motion detection system recorded no movement, leaving the mystery wide open and locals baffled. Smog web. Recently, a driver in Portland, Oregon, who was passing through an open bridge where he started to notice a weird formation of smog-like clouds on top of the road. This was thought to be due to the deteriorating cause of climate change, until another theory was shared by the bystanders who were at the scene. They shared that this smog effect had them convinced of having actually entered the Upside Down. This wasn't Hawkins, but the air quality was definitely feeling like Stranger Things. Red sky effect.
Yo, we are straight up, oh my god.
A couple visiting Hong Kong on April 21st, 2025, captured a breathtaking yet eerie scene. The night sky glowing a deep, vivid red unlike anything they had ever seen. At first, experts suggested the phenomenon might be caused by the reflection of red lights from commercial fishing boats bouncing off low clouds. However, as the glow spread across the entire city and strange pulses of light flickered through the sky, that explanation no longer fit. Many now believe the crimson illumination was not a reflection at all, but evidence of interdimensional portals momentarily opening above Hong Kong, casting the city in an otherworldly red haze.
Oh, this is really dangerous. Oh my god.
Mysterious loud howl.
Guys, what is going on?
Since the 1960s, residents across the globe have reported hearing a strange, echoing howl resonating through the skies. From British Columbia and Michigan to England and Sweden, this eerie, trumpet-like sound has baffled scientists and locals alike for decades.
Listen.
Despite numerous investigations, no one has been able to pinpoint its origin or explain its mysterious nature. Some theories now suggest that the phenomenon could stem from hidden interdimensional portals, unseen openings through which the haunting trumpet sound escapes from the other side. Strangely, there are no nearby air bases or records of meteor activity that could account for this unexplained noise. Weird, foul smoke. Bystanders in the Indian city of Kanpur were stunned when a strange, foul-smelling vapor began rising from a concrete-covered drain hole on October 8th, 2025. Though the sewers often handle both regular waste and chemical runoff, nothing this alarming or potentially hazardous had ever been seen before. The thick, unsettling smoke spread quickly, leaving locals worried about its source and whether something toxic or unknown was brewing beneath the streets. A small team of workers attempted to open up the drain to investigate the source, which looks like something very toxic is fuming. This once again became another mystery that can be best described as a case of a portal from where this may have been coming from.
और ये चेंबर से धुआं निकलता हुआ पीला पीला एसिड जैसी.
Shortcut to Sedona.
If you don't know where that is, I do. Is in Sedona.
A hidden shortcut to every destination has reportedly been discovered, something previously unknown to anyone. An anonymous source captured and shared footage claiming to have unlocked a wormhole freeway spanning Earth and the universe using devices that manipulate frequencies. The video begins with the individual operating specialized software linked to a device, which, when activated, supposedly creates the fastest possible route to the intended location. No further details emerged as the source vanished shortly after the footage was posted online.
You are witnessing a gate, portal, wormhole, stargate, whatever you want to call it.
Rampant, unstable opening. In the parking lot of Denver Airport, a strange incident occurred briefly on August 12th, 2025, catching the attention of several passengers. They reported seeing an unstable, glowing formation moving unpredictably across the lot, surrounded by swirling smoke. At first, it appeared to be a large ball of light moving on its own, but nothing it passed over seemed damaged or disturbed. This unusual turn of events led to a convincing speculation that it might be a portal, possibly connecting to another dimension. The origin of the smoke remained unclear, whether it was caused by a mysterious burning effect or somehow emanating from whatever was inside or on the other side of this formation.
That is not even real. Oh my God!
Crashed meteorite.
Man, you see that? I found where it hit.
A remote resident from the small town of Whitefish in Montana claimed to have had an unusually small meteorite crash in his backyard. which never appeared dropping from the sky in the first place. A video that was uploaded on the 15th of October 2025 showed the moments when a meteorite, which the source shared, had just randomly appeared, not from the sky. But in this reality, it also somehow managed to get past through the dense roof of trees.
Meteor. What the
And struck deep in the ground and let out a large fire. Perhaps it was thrown here intentionally, unintentionally, or even accidentally using a portal.
It's still burning! A damn meteor!
Barcelona sky doorway. A tenant who was smoking on the rooftop of an apartment building in Barcelona noticed a large orange glowing in the sky. This happened on August 4th, 2025, where a large orange-like doorway was seen having opened in the night sky and was thought to be perhaps some kind of light either from the ground or of something that was aerial. It took a while before the bystander finally came to a realization that this actually looks like a doorway. Since the video ended abruptly, there is no further info as to what happened next. Sky Bridge. In the skies of Beijing, China, a massive bridge was seen just above a thick formation of clouds. What was taken to be a clear silhouette of a bridge, until the cloudy formation and sunlight were only below it, indicating a situation otherwise. Now, this wasn't some huge bridge that was suspended in the air, rather one of the ground, with a portal that made it look as if it was in the sky, by having one of its gateway ends open up in the sky. Nothing made sense at the time, but it was a theory that wasn't ruled out either. Night sky portal. While driving through Santa Cruz on a road trip, a passenger spotted something strange just in time to begin filming. Within moments, a radiant gap unfolded across the night sky, distinctly taking the shape of a portal. As darkness had already fallen, the light couldn't be from the sun, but seemed to radiate from beyond the opening itself. Soon after, a small luminous sphere appeared, which many believe was either controlling the portal's unstable formation or possibly crossing over from another dimension, leaving onlookers stunned by the brief yet extraordinary phenomenon they had just witnessed. Gateway under the bridge. A TikTok user shared a mind-bending discovery that quickly captured global attention. In his video, he's seen walking beneath a bridge when, within seconds, the scenery around him seamlessly transforms into a dense forest. The transition is so flawlessly smooth that it's nearly impossible to detect the moment of change. Viewers were left stunned, debating whether this was evidence of a hidden man-made portal or a naturally formed dimensional rift. Regardless of its origin, the clip stands out as one of the most convincing and fluid portal transitions ever captured on camera and shared online. Open discussion. This picture and video were taken on Laguna Beach, California, where on February 6th, 2025, a cloudy formation was seen taking a very bizarre change and turned into something else completely. In the span of several hours, the clouds started dropping from the sky vertically, forming into a ring on the horizon close to the beach. Moments later, a ring of light or fire was seen inside this cloudy formation, which is believed to be the active portal wall from where the inside of the portal can be seen, which also happens to be pointing in the sky. However, this case remains an open debate for discussion. Feel free to share your opinion down in the comments. The video has definitely reached its end. I will see you again with another wow video. Until then, you can check these other videos out for a wow dose of entertainment and knowledge.